Beautiful, Elle. That was, I was just thinking, I've thought about this moment. I knew we were going to be here and be able to do this, and I was sitting there thinking, it's a precious moment for me. I just love being able to think that I was here during the reciting of James in this wonderful setting. There's no words for it. I also had one other thought. Any of y'all ever deal with interpersonal struggles with family or relatives or friends? Anybody ever deal with that?
No.
That's the wrong group.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different group.
We're Christian. This is a Christian group.
I mean this because I am going through some issues right now, and I'm thinking, you know what we should do when you have that? Is you'll read the book of James. It'll take you 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Read the book of James, and it'll speak to you and tell you what to do. And mercy triumphing over judgment, and the tongue. I mean, what great words of wisdom that is. Just amazing. So it spoke to me, and I've never done that. When I am dealing with a tough issue, all right, I'm going to go sit down and read James, and then I'm going to respond. So maybe that's something you'll get us on the right track in doing, Jeff. Thank you for that. And then what I think we ought to do now, casually just walk over here to the place where we can bury some of the lies, and either physically or emotionally. We don't have to get down and dig a hole yet. Some who want to do that, I was telling somebody we were doing that, and they wanted to know if I had a bulldozer here for my lies. But we just gather over there and be quiet and still and honor the people that are dealing with some of the lies that the world teaches. And one of those lies comes right from James about winning the argument and losing the battle. You know, what's the reason why we get into these issues? And you know, the world might say, well, you won this one, you know, and God would say, you're accountable to me, an audience of one, always has been. So we'll go over there and just spend a few minutes together, and then we'll casually walk off. And
Can I say one thing in closing too? You know, that's a lot of material to absorb in 25 minutes. It really is. You know, I love that book, and I've, as Randy said, I use that book a lot in my life struggles. And when I had cancer a little over 10 years ago, my world was really upside down. I only got to the second verse before I was absolutely stuck. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds." And I know enough of the stories in this group to know that we've gone through some pretty tough stuff in this group, and we continue to, and we will. And considering that pure joy, that sounds like such a big thing to get your arms around. How do you do that? You know, and it's really, you know, to me, and I struggled with that because when I had that, it made me realize that I wasn't accepting that. I wasn't responding with pure joy. And as I've gone through that kind of a learning experience of that, I think you get that pure joy as you look in the rearview mirror and you see how God's worked in your life through the struggles and the battles you face. And so there's a lot there. I just encourage you guys. I fell in love with that letter 10 years ago. If you're not real familiar with it, spend time in it, and you'll be richly rewarded.
Thank you, Jeff.